What's up, everybody? It is June 2nd. Beautiful 70-something degrees. I'm gonna take a ride. It's been a little while since I've been out on this guy. Doing a lot of gas bike stuff. I want to get out and bike a little bit. So these days, when I'm on roads like this, I tend to do a lot of fake pedaling. If I see anything that resembles a cop car, because I've been hassled this road before. It's funny, when I had the 3.5 T-motor on this thing, I would fly down this road way faster than I do the 5 T-motor. It's all good. 30, 45 miles an hour is still plenty enough for me to keep things interesting. So, now you're still keeping up with cars on roads like this. Having this mirror right here really helps. I got it off the Amazon. It was pretty cheap. It's an actual real plastic. It's not plastic. It gives me a great field of view behind me. Dang, that was a close one. Dang, that was a real close one. I did a sideways skid. You probably couldn't see it on camera, but woo! Off the top of these hills. Trail's a twisty trail. It turns. What? It's almost. This is a mountain bike trail, so it's really super twisty, almost too twisty for something that's fast, like an electric bike. As soon as you get speed, you gotta slam on the brakes again. Like, rough on your brakes, man. This trail like this really test your balance and your turning ability. I try not to ever put my foot down on this stuff because it really trains me, especially when I'm on my dirt bike, to never put my foot down. It's one of the general rules. Obviously, people always put the foot down around turns and corners, but you really don't want to do that. You want to develop enough balance where you can always keep your feet on the pedals, keep planning. That way, you have much more control of your bike, especially when it gets super narrow. I don't know if you guys can tell on camera, but I'm pretty much going as fast as you can go around these turns. They're just so tight. Oh, keep it on the pedal there. So when you do that, you hit those turns that are real sharp, you're gonna be on the front of your bike. You wanna weight the front of your wheel. The more weight you get on the front of that wheel on those sharp turns, the more grip you get on the ground, and the better you will be able to turn and not slide out. You want as much weight on that front wheel as you can get. And that applies to anything. Bike world, motorcycle world, whatever. bet you my motor's heating up. Stuff like this I think is harder on it than fast blast. Hard on your spokes too. You always want to check your spokes before you ride. So I stopped on the trail real quick, checked the motor. It's actually not even hot at all, which is kind of cool. I was riding the other night in a field, big field with like a baseball diamond and soccer fields and all that. I was just doing loops, circles around and around and around the field. And it was really cool because it was nighttime, the lights, the field lights were on, and you see like shadows of yourself when you're riding. It feels like you're going so fast. But I did that for like 15 minutes, throttle pegged around and around. And then I rode back to my house real quick. But when I got to my house, I felt my motor and holy crap, it was hot. It was like really hot to the touch. General rule is if you can't hold your hand on your motor for about 20 seconds, if it's that hot, then it's too hot and you're in the danger zone. Stop, let it cool off. So I was really gave her the torture test that night. But right now, she's feeling pretty good. She's not hot. Here's the mirror when it's folded in here. You see like that, so I don't hit these trees. I'm thinking actually about cutting a little bit of these bars off because these are wide bars. These Protaper 3-inch rise bars are pretty wide, so I'm thinking about cutting a little bit of off to give me a little more clearance when I'm in the tight tree stuff. It would have helped in a couple spots, but all right, man, back to riding. So another tip, guys, if you can see my knees, I don't know if you can see them or not, but I'm always gripping the bike. You want your knees to be gripping the bike. So I use my body to grip and lean to help steer the bike. So if your knees are loose and you're just, kind of let the bike do its own thing, you're gonna be all over the place. You're gonna lose your lines. You're not gonna be able to keep tight lines, and you're just not gonna go the direction a lot of times you want. As well as if you're gripping the bike tight with your knees and you're leaning into your turns, controlling the bike with your body, not just the handlebars. Woo! Hard pack this stuff. So when you brake, you just slide. Even with the big knobbies, you still slide. Jump. Yeah. This is deep sand. This is super deep sand. If I can go up that, try it. Let's do it. Oh, tree. Man, this bike has torque, I'll tell you. And it's only at 115 amps. I can't imagine. Some of these guys tell me they got a 300 amp battery. I can't imagine if I had a 300 amp battery on the freaking thing. I mean, how much more torque can you have? It climbs hills, it burns out like nobody's business. these roots really well. It just sucks them up. Unlike the E&M fork I used to have, give it a lot harder hits. Oh, swamp action here. I don't know where this trail goes. Might get me in some muddy action. Now here's where the turning radius on these forks, as you can see, kills me. I can't freaking turn around on the trail. No bikes. Alright, because I can't go that way. Gotta be careful because I don't know if people are going to come around these. There's going to be anybody on the other side of one of these turns. Golf course action. Check it out. Four. Check the turkey out. There he goes. There he goes. Big old turkey. Well, that's a she, I guess. I don't know. Is it a he? It's a she. Got turkeys in the woods. Turkeys, deer, whatever you want. Ah, what a beautiful night for a ride. I can't complain about this. Life is good. I gotta be careful because I don't know who's coming another way. Feels like I'm in the California redwood forest or something with all the greenery. I really gotta clean out that brake. But heavens. Tones to Dixie. Whew. The rhododendrons are out. Kind of looking very pretty in the forest. 7:30. With your legs, when it bounces over the roots. that, or you can counterbalance with your foot. That's where I allow it. It'll spin out. Oh man, so much freaking fun. No more vehicles. Seen that many lily pads out here before. For some of you who've been following me, been watching my videos, you may have seen me one time do a video where I was at the Beaver Dam, which is over there. I was standing up on that dam. This is the other side of the park. Man, this is such a gorgeous spot. I mean, this is like, look at this. This is just amazing. So you can see the beavers made a infinity pool. It drops off on the other sides. And it's really cool how they did this. You can see it over here. It's like an infinity pool, and it goes all around. Nights like this is just what makes being out here and something like this so much fun. So again, like, I couldn't be out here on my dirt bike and enjoying this incredible spot. So one other update on the Fox 40 forks. In my last video I said, you know, I changed them, had a ride, loved them, had an awesome time. I said no bottoming out. Well, I've hit some bigger jumps and some bigger whoops at speed, and it actually does bottom out. I hit a jump on a ride a couple weeks ago, and I went too fast, didn't realize how big the lip was at the top. It was a straight up huge jump, and I just like launched into outer space. This thing went just sailing. It came down right on the front wheel. As you notice, I don't have the fender on here. It came down, snapped the fender right in half, and everything got all twerked out, so I had to bust out the tools on that ride and, you know, loosen everything up all at once. They do bottom out when you hit it on a jump, because this is a heavy bike. You know, it wasn't meant for a, you know, a bike this heavy. So just some thoughts about this versus SRAM, hub motor versus SRAM. SRAMs are cool. They're great for what they are, especially if you're a smaller guy. You can really have a lot of fun with SRAM. It obviously has better suspension than what a hub motor bike will have. That 60 volt controller and lower, smaller battery on the SRAM, it's just not going to be able to compete with my bike as it is, but will still have better suspension. Another thing is, I love the size of my tire. 9100 18-inch tire on a 1.85 rim. It really helps with traction control and grip, cornering, all that in the back, braking. Whoa! See, that's what I'm talking about with the wide handlebars. As I was saying, this tire, so it's big. The drop outs on this bike are 170s. So the drop outs on a SRAM are narrower. So this tire would not fit on a SRAM. This is a rough trail. But yeah, you would need 72 volt battery with a 72 volt, much higher power controller to get the kind of performance that I am getting on this bike. Oh yeah, a little breeze. It's getting hot in this tight trail. Wheelie. Hey, down. That's what you gotta do when you get around people. You gotta fake pedal and go real slow. Because I'm not supposed to be in here, truth be told. No motorized whatever. And this is definitely motorized. So I gotta take it easy. Heading out of here. How you doing? Sometimes this place is packed. You can't even find a parking spot, but not that bad tonight. On a night like that, I won't even venture in this place. Now that is what I call a perfect donut. You could almost eat it. Guys, what's up? So I just got back from my ride. Oh man, what a great ride tonight. Had a lot of fun. Ended up with 73.5 volts, so it's probably under 50%, well under 50% battery left. I rode quite a bit, but I do notice that I get a little more mileage in the warmer weather as opposed to when it was cold out. I am definitely getting more mileage out of the battery. So yeah, so if you have any comments for me, just leave them in the questions, leave them in the comments. And until next time, have a fun ride.